beg you want every day. You know it's true. That I have to say.
The
Because
ship
I'm gonna
must have been rebuilt at some point. I'm sure it didn't originally have such a modern glass roof.
make you want me in my bed. Because you are so dead. Yeah, you know it's true, alright. Bam, 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 bam. Oh fuck, my camera just fell. Oh shit, oh fuck. I hope my tablet's okay. My tablet's okay. Oh fuck. Every day, isn't it? Don't forget you know, to say this song's rocking music. No, I don't want to go on Discord. Bang, bang, bang. Sorry. Oh, hello. How you doing? Oh, God. Oh, dear. Oh, God. Ooh-wee. Ow. Where my hood? I'm okay.
I'd really like to lie in the sun and nap, but I don't have that at the moment.
Okay.
Did Edison have any idea what...
So,
I'd really... but I don't have... no job, business...
no.
Curious. One can easily toss a gun into the sea from almost anywhere on the ship without being noticed. And yet, the murderer chose the one spot where it's not actually possible. I suppose the life jackets are stowed there, close to the...
Oh, cool.
It may not seem like it, but Constable...
What's going on?
The Raven just flew by.
What?
Or at least, he might as well have.
I wasn't asleep.
I understand. It was just a ruse. Any conclusions about a young stowaway?
Yeah, he's a bit suspicious. Foreign and whatnot.
I see. Did he act suspiciously in any way?
No. The shot surprised him as much as it did me. Looked in on him earlier. Still seems to be asleep.
Covered with a blanket from head to toe?
Oh, he's still in there. I poked him.
May I go downstairs and have a couple of words with our guest?
No, you may not.
Come again?
Inspector Legrand
What?
wants to conduct all
How
the
dare you.
interrogations himself.
I'm sure he'll understand if I form my own conclusions.
He ordered me to guard
Yeah.
the door, and that's just what I'm gonna do.
How about a bit of individual initiative?
How about letting a man do his job? Or do you think you'd be better at it?
What do you think?
Oh, what's your fit?
What happened here last night?
The Raven broke into the Baroness's cabin, she surprised him, and he shot her.
What was he looking for in her cabin?
She was a rich woman.
He didn't want to steal her purse. He wanted the third key.
So Legrand also told you about that?
Why did he lock the door?
Why not?
From inside? An impressive trick.
I'm not saying I
I'm a
know how
ninja.
he did it. I'm just saying that it was him.
Why didn't he leave
Aw,
a raven feather?
Ninja
Are you
time.
serious? We'd have suspected him straight away.
But fortunately, we still did. Let's
Oh,
assume
shit.
that the old raven really has returned and that he really is responsible for all this. Who is he? Or she?
Oh, could be anyone. No one's ever seen the Raven.
He could also be paying someone else to do his dirty work.
But of course. No, it's a fact that he used to work with partners. They even arrested some of his accomplices.
But no one could ever identify the raven himself. Some claims that they didn't even know that they were working for him. Fascinating. He
Wow.
could have hired someone with financial difficulties to set off the alarm at a certain time without that person knowing why they were doing it.
The man Legrand shot back then, he was a famous safecracker. He could just as well have been a henchman.
Or the real raven. There's probably no better cover for a big thief than acting like a small one. I don't want to keep you from your duties any longer.
Good idea.
The stowaway surely didn't sleep well last night in the cargo hold, although his cell is probably more comfortable than my cabin. I have even and could this if I want he won't. I have to even could. Constable Oliver brought something to drink. You can tell it's not the first time he's had to guard something.
Let's poison it.
The bottle should be full of water, unless the good constable happens to have a secret alcohol problem.
Probably.
I wonder if this game is an advanced version of bocce. Maybe the inventor realized that
Bocce.
it's difficult to play ball games on a boat and came up with an alternative.
One sec. Be right back. A bit more closer. Be a bit more comfortable. Can I walk a bit faster?
Salty. If I hadn't.
The fuck up. What? Let me walk faster. How do I walk faster? Won't tell me. Fuck you.
I guess I'll stow. Whatever.
Whatever. Oi. Woo. Let's go upstairs. Let's go upstairs.
We were here yesterday when we heard the shot, and it was also here where Legrand caught our stowaway.
That music is a bit loud.
Why is there an axe hanging here? I
Take it!
suppose it's for chopping through ropes in the event that the lifeboats can't be lowered. Or they use it to enforce
Take
who's
it!
allowed on the boat and
Take
who's not.
it! Take it!
The ship's bridge. 2 men. One of them navigating. I get the impression that the officers keep things running. It seems like the captain concentrates on the passengers and the bar.
Shut up, old man.
I better let the men do the... There's dirt piled up in the corner. Down below where the passengers are, the ship is pretty clean. But the crew doesn't seem to care as much up here.
Check the dirt. No?
The grate must be part of the ship's ventilation system. Nothing out of the ordinary. The grate shouldn't be so easy to open. Did the stowaway open it and we caught him in the act? No. The pipe is too narrow. He wouldn't fit in there. I guess the cover has been defective for a while. This isn't a panoramic deck for visitors. There are pipes, steel cables, chains up here. You can smell the smoke from the funnel. I have no idea how the ship works, and I really don't care, as long as it stays afloat. I could inform the captain that the grid has to be repaired, but if I start reporting all the problems on the ship, I'd have to shelve my murder investigation.
Who cares? Let's just fix the ship and sail the 7 seas. Let's get through it. Let's get through it, everybody. There's nothing else on this ship. On the top. Nope. Nothing on the top. What? What? But. God damn.
The death of his mistress doesn't really bother Inch. He's only worried about his own future. The death of his... The death of...
The death? What am I doing? Yeah, I have no clue. Let's see. Oh. Maybe the gunshot I heard in the cargo hold is connected to the murder. I can search. Yeah, but we already did that. We basically searched the entire thing. Go in there again. Let's check it. It's tricky. Maybe there's more secrets. Check every little thing.
There should be a ventilation shaft behind the hatch. Usually a good way to break in and out undetected. But we're on a ship. The ventilation shafts are very small here. I can't say why, and it seems impossible. But something tells me that the murderer entered and left the cabin through the door. The only question is how. The door frame was damaged when Dr. Gebhardt kicked it in. The real question is, why was the door locked in the first place? Assuming the murderer isn't a magician, and the Baroness locked the door herself before she went to bed, the murderer couldn't have left the cabin through the door. So, the murderer must have still been in here when Dr. Gebhardt kicked the door in. Which is unlikely because someone would have seen him, or he found another way out of the cabin. An impressive piece, but I don't think it'll get me anywhere with the murder investigations.
Maybe it will, you never know.
There may be something else. Strange. There's only one reel.
Doctor Strange.
And it's the wrong one. No. No sign of the original reel. A reel
I'll take it
made
then.
by Zeibling. I know the brand. Zeibling's tapes can be overwritten many times without losing quality. They're used in offices so that executives can... But they're not good for much else.
Okay.
They're robust, but they don't offer much in terms of sound quality.
Okay.
The Zeibling, the tape that came on it, and the reel that belonged... The portholes are locked. One cannot open or close them. It's the same problem as with the door. If someone left the cabin through the porthole, how did they lock it? And the Baroness wasn't shot from outside. The doctor said she was shot at close range.
I'm just gonna examine it.
The Baroness was a very busy woman, and it looks like she had to cope with loss. She writes about Bubby and Jay. Neither seem to be alive anymore. Almost every family lost loved ones in the war. Maybe hers as well. I'll leave it there. I don't have time to read all of it.
What do you mean? Just take it. It may have secrets.
There may be some...
You're a detective, aren't you?
Why would...
Detective.
Oh. The blood spot is the only sign that someone committed a crime in here.
No shit, Sherlock.
Somehow... That's odd. The blood is so... red. Shouldn't it gradually darken in the air?
It's
Turn
fake.
brown?
She's still alive.
The
She's faking her
unusual
own
color
death.
of the blood could be something that Legrand and Dr. Gebhardt missed last night. All cats are gray in the dark, as the saying goes. I should take a sample. The unusual...
Alright, let's go. Nice. We got something. We got some evidence. I no longer pick my nails because I have like nail polish on them. And I don't want to, you know, bite nail polish. Because it's bad. It's bad to eat. Maybe if we check with the
Dr.
doctor.
Gebhardt closed the curtains from inside, which was the right thing to do. Who'd want to be greeted by a corpse on the way to breakfast?
True.
Dr. Gebhardt locked the door, and until I have good reason, I won't wake him up. Something tells me that...
Knock
he
him
wouldn't be
down!
amused.
Who gives a shit? Just knock that fucking bitch down.
Come in.
Come in! It's me, Chris Pratt. Hola.
Constable.
What?
About the tranquilizer.
Who gave you the glass of champagne?
It was Captain de Conti.
You're sure?
He doesn't deny it, but he also says that the glasses passed through many hands that night and that everyone had access to the champagne.
So it could have been anyone.
Maybe the question isn't who put the poison in the glass, but rather who it was they wanted to poison.
Smart. And who were they trying to poison?
Dr. Gebhardt? The captain got the glass from him.
An unconscious ship's doctor. That sounds like it would be more use to a murderer than a drugged constable.
You think so? Did the murderer have reason to assume that his shot might not kill the victim immediately and that Dr. Gebhardt would be able to save her?
You're right. That's improbable. My ego is just searching for reasons for them to want to kill her, and not me. Good job, Zellner.
I took a closer look at the blood spot from the Baroness's bed.
Yes, what's wrong with it?
It looks odd.
Odd?
I think it should be darker.
I understand. The iron in blood causes it to darken the longer it's exposed to the air.
Right. And
We don't have time to waste. Dr. Gebhardt
come
examined the body
on!
thoroughly. He would have noticed if anything was wrong.
you trust Dr. Gebhardt completely.
I trust
Yeah.
everyone as much as is advisable. There will be a complete
How dare you.
autopsy in Cairo. Until then, the doctor is one of the few people on board who is not a suspect. You, him, the stowaway, Constable Oliver, and I all have alibis.
There are still enough suspects left. I'll be in touch if I uncover more clues.
Very well.
Goodbye. Pew, 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 pew.
A model of the Lydia before it was rebuilt. The wide hallways.
Examine the
A
plant. Did you
pitiful
do the
attempt
murder?
to make the interior a bit of paint on the walls. There are little stones in
I
the
knew it.
flower pot.
Look.
Not only does the poor plant have to make do without sunlight, it doesn't have any
No.
soil either.
Not the plant. It's dying.
Really? What am I supposed to do with stones?
Just take some.
Although,
Might be useful.
sooner or later.
You never know. Enter.
Dr. Gebhardt,
Open this.
something to...
Whatever.
I bet...
Okay. Nothing useful. Sounds like a train.
The Baroness... The death... The Baroness...
How do I open my inventory again?
The globe not looking...
Oh. Maybe, just maybe, we can break the vase with rock. Rock beats vase. It's always worth a try.
I don't care what and Dr. Gebhardt say. The bloods... Maybe I'll get the chance...
No. I don't want to use the fucking rocks on anything.
There may be some.
Yeah, but how? How do I take it out of the vase? That's what I want to know. Do I have to talk to everybody again? I will. Completely fine. It's completely fine with me. Ah, my neck. Ah. Better.
The alcoholic drinks and everything that goes with them is top-notch on this ship. As expected, fresh ice and tongs.
Take the tongues! Yes! I've gotten it.
Constable Zelna, what is the meaning of this? Are even the police light-fingered nowadays?
I need this tool for a criminal investigation.
Yeah.
Well then, why didn't you say so? But bring the tongs back when you're done. Otherwise, I'll have cold fingers all day.
It may have blood on it though.
I'm sure Captain De...
Alright, let's go back. Break away. I don't know what to say when the sun goes down. Sorry. Ba 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 ba. Now we go to that room and
There
then
may be
take the
some-
tonsils. Yes, I have it. Oh, the fucking rocks. Take it out. with
Good work.
tonsils. Go to work.
There's something in there. Ah. Someone stuffed this in the vase. Looks like it's been used to muffle a gunshot. If this isn't an important discovery, I don't know what is. Legrand, here I come.
Let's go. I got something to show you, bitch. How did they not think of checking the vase? Are they that fucking dumb? Like, come the fuck on. Like, come on, ooh, the locomotion with me. Gonna swing
A singed pillowcase is proof that there must have been a second gunshot.
Let's go! Let's tell him the truth. I bet he's dead, isn't he? He's dead.
Spectre?
Can't you knock?
I didn't realize. I'm really...
I'm not getting anywhere. I'm going to question each passenger individually. Anyone without an airtight alibi will be checked for gunshot residue.
But Inspector...
Yeah,
People trip up when you put pressure on them, Constable Zellner. The Raven is nervous.
That's true.
He's changed his
That's true.
methodology and become a murderer.
that's true. Maybe.
I'll see it in his eyes. After you.
But Inspector Legrand...
He's just standing like that. Hmm. Why was he standing like that?
We
After
have no
you.
proof that the Raven and the murderer are the same person. Quite the opposite. The Baroness's message hints at the fact that she knew the murderer and that he'd killed before.
You may not know it, but I do. I will catch him, with or without your help.
I don't believe it. What's gotten into him? Oh, well, it makes no sense to tell him about my theories if his opinion is already set. I need evidence. Or better yet, the murderer. I also need his lab if I'm going to get anywhere. I need to get in there somehow. And I really need to talk to the stowaway. He may have information, and the inspector will just ignore him, since he's too young to be the Raven. Legrand locked the door. The lock isn't especially secure. If I had a wire or something like that, I could probably pick it.
Smash it open with a rock. Oh, that doesn't work. That doesn't work.
Dr. Gebhardt locked something.
Are you serious? I have blood! I have something that would muffle the fucking... Yeah. What the fuck? Whatever. Let's go. Sorry, I had something in my mouth. Something in my mouth, something in my mouth,
The death.
something. Oh. He doesn't even be spoken to, does he? Let's check everybody just in case. Everybody, everybody, everybody. Maybe I could have, like, showed. Oh.
Mr. Kreutzer, come on, you have to give me a bit more. Only one who was on the train and who has no alibi for last night.
As I said, I was in my cabin.
Are you sure that it was your cabin and not the Baroness's?
Legrand questioned the guests one after another. But if he doesn't get the answers that he wants to hear, it could become unpleasant for them.
Exactly.
Lady Westmacott, may I bother you for a moment?
By all means, Mr. Zellner.
Go fuck yourself.
How is the questioning going?
Are you implying that I'm an eavesdropper? The inspector is placing a lot of pressure on our dear Mr. Kreutzer. He's the only one who was on the train and who doesn't have an alibi for last night.
Perhaps. But him? A murderer?
I know people like him. He doesn't have enough backbone to kill someone in cold blood and remain so calm. He'd turn it into a drama and then a farce, drink himself insensible, and then, railing at fate, pitch himself into the sea. Forget him. Legrand is wasting his time. Mr. Kreutzer just happens to be a perfect fit for the inspector's image of the Raven.
Athletic, cultured, moves among the rich and famous.
I'll eat his violin if he's the Raven or the murderer.
I have to be going, Lady Westmacott.
Please keep me informed.
Of course. Lady Westmacott, but maybe I saw it. Lady Westmacott, but maybe I saw.
No, I didn't want to go outside. Oh, maybe I did.
Captain de Conti seems old and tired. I'm sure Captain...
You know anything about these rocks? The dongs. Oh yeah.
I'm sure that the pillar... I'm sure... Miss Mayers seems to have... Up. Hello, Miss Mayers.
Hello, Mr.
Constable Zellner, do you think it's appropriate to go sunbathing in a situation like this?
What situation?
A woman was murdered last night.
If refusing to sunbathe could bring the dead back to life, I'd go back to my cabin immediately.
Did you hear or see anything suspicious last night?
No, I didn't feel very well last night. I went to bed early.
So, you're feeling better this morning?
Thanks for asking.
Oh.
I'm sure your parents are truly sorry that they can't be with you at this difficult time.
Maybe. But I'm not a little girl anymore. And thinking about my fiancé keeps me going.
You're engaged?
Yes. My boyfriend and I got engaged right before the trip. I want to surprise my parents, especially my dad.
I'm sure he'll be very surprised. But what will you do if your father doesn't agree to the engagement?
What choice does he have when he put me on this boat full of thieves and murderers in the first place?
Charming. Enjoy the sun, Miss Mayers, and don't let us disturb you.
If you're trying to make me feel guilty, Constable, it's not working.
Fair enough.
Miss Ma-
Know anything about this pillowcase? Tongs? Rocks?
I'm sure that the pillow was used as a silencer.
So long to talk to someone.
Captain DeConti seems... I'm sure...
Yeah, I get it. He seems too old. Whatever. Maybe he's the murderer. Fuck's sake.
Mr.
Hello, it's
Kreutzer
me.
clearly... Mr. Kreutzer... Legrand... Legrand will attend to the interrogations, and I'll handle the investigation. I won't talk to him again until I'm ready to present the murderer.
Okay.
I'm sure...
How did you get back in here so quickly? Whatever.
English ham and eggs. One advantage on an international trip is the international breakfast. Many of my fellow countrymen think I, on the other...
Shut the fuck up about breakfast.
It's not fair. There's a magnificent buffet. It's not fair.
Not
There's
fair. Don't act like a fucking
Excellent.
child. It's gonna be cold.
That's just...
One sec, I'm just gonna get my tea. Come in! Yeah, sure. We can do that. Whew. Oh dear. Oof, pardon me.
The death of...
Yeah. I know what to do now. Need to go and talk to that dude out there. Yeah. That was a waste of time.
What do you want?
Inspector Legrand is questioning the first of the passengers in the saloon.
And?
It will be hours before he gets to the stowaway.
And?
We'll save time if I question him.
Would also save time if you stopped asking me the same things over and over again. I will not let you in. What time is it, by the way?
Got an appointment?
No, but I'm hungry.
Go and get yourself something. I'll mind the door in the meantime.
Aha. You could bring me something, though.
So, what do you want to eat?
Oh, anything. An apple or something like that.
There's ham and eggs in the saloon.
Can't touch him.
Why not?
Sergeant Mills.
Hmm?
He's responsible for the fitness of the unit, and he'll chew you out if he thinks you've packed on a few pounds.
I see. Leave it with me.
Yeah, thanks.
Miss Miller and the professor are talking intensely. Good morning, Miss Miller. Professor Lucien?
Constable Zellner, how are you? I heard you passed out last night.
Well, not quite. I was poisoned.
Oh.
That wretch!
Oh.
Who do you mean by that wretch?
That stowaway! That new raven!
The young man can't be the murderer. Constable Oliver had already apprehended him when the shot was fired.
You mean...
Whoever killed the Baroness is still on the loose.
I think I should take my leave. I'd like to rest for a while.
One last question, Professor. Do you think the eye is well protected in the safe in Legrand's cabin?
Of course it is. They assured me that it would take hours of work with heavy machinery to crack the safe. And if Legrand isn't in his cabin, Constable Oliver or I check that everything is in order every hour.
I understand.
I want to go back to my cabin. I'll see you later, Mary.
Oh, of course. See you later.
I didn't want to interrupt your conversation with Professor Lucien
It's a
so abruptly.
detective.
I don't
game.
know what's wrong with him.
Learning that there's still a burglar on board seemed to frighten him.
He was so relaxed the whole time, and then...
And then the stupid Swiss constable came by and made him anxious.
Oh, I didn't mean that.
No matter. I'm sure he'll calm down and come back soon enough. May I ask you a few questions?
Of course.
How is Matt? He seems happy enough.
After all the commotion, he's already back to his old self again. But I haven't told him about the murder. That would be a bit too much for him.
I think he's made of sterner stuff.
I want to thank you again for what you did on the train. I wouldn't have known...
Everything's fine. Think nothing of it. How was last night for you?
It was awful. I was having a conversation with Edgar, Professor Lucien, here on the forecastle. Then I wanted to look for the lady and went forward via the side deck. When I passed the Baroness's cabin, I heard a muffled scream.
You heard a scream?
Yes. I thought the Baroness probably had a fall. I went to the door and listened for a moment. Since I couldn't hear anything, I knocked on the door and asked whether she was all right. There was no answer.
Interesting. And then?
I didn't know what to do, so I tried to open the door. It was locked. I saw the Baroness's butler, Mr. Inch, on the forecastle. I thought he might have the key and went back. On the way, the bobby crossed my path, and then Edgar, who wanted to check the safe. I explained the situation to him, and then the alarm went off.
How did the scream sound?
It was a short outcry, very frightened, as if someone had been startled.
Was it a woman's voice?
Yes, the voice was high.
So it could have been a scream from the Baroness. Possibly because she discovered someone in her cabin.
Possibly.
That person might have threatened her with a weapon, so that she wouldn't scream for help.
Oh, God.
He waited until the coast was clear.
Oh, please, stop it, Mr. Zellner.
The Baroness's butler said that he was on the forecastle as well?
Yes, he was standing on the other side of the deck smoking a cigarette.
Was he on the forecastle the whole time?
I'm not sure. He was there, and later he was on the side deck with us. Oh, yeah, yes, he looked after you while you were unconscious. He unbuttoned your collar and held your head while the doctor checked you.
But you can't say for certain whether he came from the forecastle with you and Professor Lucien, or afterwards.
Well, no. But where else could he have come from?
Did you report that?
Yes, but
Get on with it.
he's
You're
I work. What?
please.
No. Well, she the word I. I'm.
How many questions?
It's. But I.
Finally, Jesus Christ. Do I have to talk to you as well?
Matt is keeping himself busy with that strange game, but I think he'd be running around all over the place. Hello there, partner.
Hi.
Are you all right?
Uh-huh.
Have you recovered from our adventure?
Mm-hmm. What's going on?
What do you mean?
Everybody's acting so strange.
You don't have to be worried.
Is it about the man from the train?
It might be about the thief, yes.
Haven't you caught him yet?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
Okay.
I heard you and your mom...
We did. We didn't have much money.
You do know that your mother would love to have been with you, don't
She wouldn't have had to. If Dad...
And how do you get along with her now?
I'm always happy when we do, and I like my boarding school.
Your mother and don't you?
don't know.
He seems to be very nice.
I guess.
Lady Westmacott is...
Sure, the lady tells.
I know. She
told me there's not much. She'd rather write something.
They made her rich.
I told her to write, then she smiled.
What are you playing?
I'm playing shuffleboard.
Never played it.
It's
And who won?
We didn't play.
You didn't want to... Do you want to...
Sure.
Then let's get...
Oh, what are we playing? We have to...
You, English.
So I'll...
I don't...
How about...
Okay.
Okay.
Hey! Never try to cheat Matt Miller.
All right.
Alright. Alright. Oh god. Booyah! Damn, he good. Fuck! Why is he so good? Get out! Booyah! Draw. I said draw. He wins just because he gets another go? That's not even fair. That's not remotely fair. At all. Fucking
Rats.
Haha, I win. That's one.
You've been...
One more
Later.
time. Right, I'm gonna save it here, and I'm gonna leave it here too. Hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, goodbye.